2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Anthony. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Lillard. Inside, Covington kicks to Hollis Jefferson. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. From deep. They get it back. Back to Giannis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill. A lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Hollis Jefferson kicks to Nurkic. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Lock at 6. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Middleton against Anthony. Middleton left side. Here's Lopez. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lillard with the bucket.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. And then for the Trailblazers, Norman Powell comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Hollis Jefferson. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Anthony. Zach Collins checked in for Norman Powell. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. Here's Teague. Poke loose. Pass to Portis. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And Portland has possession after the miss from Bobby Portis. Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Here's T. The Blazers getting the bucket. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. .107 left to play in the first quarter. Simons, the pass to Giles. The putback, it's good on the putback. And it's a tie ball game.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's blocked. Now, here's Tucker. Misses in close.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
It's McCollum with the drive. Cantor, the pass to McCollum. Back to Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. To the middle, here's Giles. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now Teague. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the paint. There's Portis. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Teague is outstanding at making the right decision, especially in the pick and roll. Change of pace, his tight handles, his passing is superb.
Tie game in Milwaukee. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg,
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Thomas is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Holiday. Middleton outside. 5 on the clock.
Whenever you fight the shot clock, you love that Chris Middleton has the ball in those situations because he'll deliver for you.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Passes it to Anthony. Back to Lillard. Stolen by Holiday. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Hollis Jefferson kicks to Covington. Here's Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
The kick out to Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Lopez has got 5.
Part of Brook Lopez's value is his ability to space the floor, especially as a big guy.
Lillard outside. Can't hit that one. Holiday with the defensive effort. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen him.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
The Bucks making a switch here. Forbes checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Powell's checked in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Carmelo Anthony. Simons, the pass to Collins. Over in the corner, Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide-open man and dropping the dime.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Cantor. Left side, Collins. The rebound by Middleton. Bucks leading by 8. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. Lillard against Middleton. Pass to Simons. Shoots the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Middleton. Shoots over Powell. Misses off the right iron.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Powell against Middleton. Antetokounmpo inside. Passes it to DiVincenzo. To the inside. Antetokounmpo. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Here's McCollum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He dishes it to Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks ahead, up 3. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on. And that should do it with the second half of.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Little in at the 2 spot. Powell, that's good. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
He kicks to Little. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now the pass to Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Little passes to McCollum. Over Holiday. That one off the back iron and out. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. Middleton can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 3. Powell finds McCollum. Back to Powell. In the corner, it's Little. There's Covington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc. And he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination. Nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Offensive rebound. Bucks leading by 3. Here is Forbes, covered by Hollis Jefferson. It's stolen by Anthony. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. It's good. Lillard's got 6.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Holiday against Lillard. Holiday gets the bucket. He's got 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Holiday against Lillard. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Teague comes in for Drew Holiday. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside Teague. Now the dish to Antetokounmpo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:09 left to play in the third. Tucker the pass to Portis. The kick out to Teague. 4 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And Portis throws it down.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard will be able to find an open man right there, but Teague is always looking for the right play.
Lillard the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Now here's Nurkic. Over to the left wing. Here's Lillard. Yep, that one goes in there.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Teague left side. Out to the wing. Tucker the pass to Portis. Tries again. Nurkic with the block. Anthony right side. It's blocked.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker. Using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks lead by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. P.J. Tucker is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the 1. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Really at the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Here's Simons. And Middleton with the block. And they're able to recover. The shot's good from Cantor.
And that's just all muscle there. Cantor is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Anthony. And Giannis gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Milwaukee.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Giannis passes to Holiday. Kicks it to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. The feed to Giannis. Stolen by Cantor. Powell dishes to Nurkic. That one goes. Count it. Nurkic has got his first basket of the night.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Pass to Holiday. Antetokounmpo against Cantor. Shot clock at 5. Giannis kicks to Holiday. A shot. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Nurkic. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis passes to Lopez. Middleton back to Lopez. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 3.
You can really see Middleton now starting to emerge as a leader for this team. Whenever they're looking for an important basket, he provides.
Cantor kicks to Powell. Anthony right side. Pass to Simons. Here's Powell. To the paint. And Cantor throws it down.
And his teammates love it. Cantor taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
Back to Holiday. Feeds it to Giannis. And they pick up 2. Giannis has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Nurkic finds Kanter. Makes it off the glass. Kanter's got 6 in the quarter.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Kanter's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
For the Trailblazers, Lillard comes in for Norman Powell, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. Middleton up top. He's covered by Kanter. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Help!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Lillard looking around. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Pass to Giannis. Back to DiVincenzo. And Holiday has it in the corner. And too long on the shot. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Got it!
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Holiday with it. The pass to Lopez. Yes!
The big fella, Brook Lopez, coming up with a gigantic fourth quarter score.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Here's Lillard, and time expires. Fantastic defensive play to see. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the shooting guard. Morris, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Holiday. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Oh, that was something else.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Now Holiday. Middleton outside. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Leonard against Middleton. Lopez with the block. Passes it to DiVincenzo. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Basket good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Middleton. Paul George making his last shot. Lopez with the ball. George picks him up. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. It's not going to go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. And George with the stuff.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the night.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Beverley, the pass to George. No good from outside.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. 6 points for him. Inside. Lopez finds DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. Paul George grabs the miss. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 2. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Taken away by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. Giannis is running. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Ahead. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. Leonard's got 5.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Back to Middleton. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Here's Lopez. It's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Portis. Shoots over Zubac. Portis can't get it to go.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
8 seconds left to play here in the first. Teague feeling it out a bit. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of 1, a closely contested. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
On the court for the Bucks, they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Now here is Holiday. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the middle. Stolen by Zubac. One-on-one fast break. Oh, Leonard in position. Kennard finds Leonard. Here's Mann, defended by Middleton. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Drew does it how it's supposed to be done. Changes ends quickly, puts himself in the right position to finish.
Here's Leonard. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Now, here's Kennard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Electrifying play by Kawhi Leonard. Boy, he is talented. This team relies on him for so much.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Now, here's Lopez. 6 to shoot, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon. But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. And the Clippers making a switch here. Ibaka is checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Antetokounmpo. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teagan for Bryn Forbes. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. He kicks it to Tucker. Back to Portis. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Now, here's Kennard. T right on him. Releases. Oh, that's blocked.
Great size by Bobby Portis. Would love to see him block more shots, but he got all of that one.
The kick out to T. Right side out of Antetokounmpo. Pass to Portis. He dishes it to Tucker. Ibaka with some nice D.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Here's Cousins. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. T kicks to Portis over Ibaka. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Clippers trail. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. George is checked in for the Clippers. And then for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Jeff T. Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Los Angeles with another miss.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Here's Middleton. He hits it from 9. Middleton's got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside Jackson. Ibaka right side. Great D that time from Portis. And the pass to Tucker. Here is Forbes. Back to Tucker. And the rejection by Cousins.
Great anticipation by DeMarcus. His instincts are excellent.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams. And that does it for our
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now, here is George. After the miss from Bobby Portis. Unloads. And it's George missing. Milwaukee leading by 4.
The homecoming for Paul George. Playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Leonard comes in for Morris, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson. Holiday surveying the floor. Passes it to Giannis. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubas. Clippers trail by 3. And here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Nobody near George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. Giannis high post. Count it. Giannis has got 8.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
George passes to Ibaka. George against DiVincenzo. Ibaka wide open. He fires. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Here's Middleton, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Here's Leonard. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by 4. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. Down low. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. At Giannis. The shot from 20 feet away. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Leonard missing. Fast break. Here they come. Floats it up for Giannis. It's stolen by Ibaka. Leonard attacking and finished off by Leonard.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Puts up a 3. But they recover it. Giannis left side. Back to Lopez. Second chance shot. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. 1:10 left in the third quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Forbes can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Morris into the lane. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Kennard finds Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Kennard. Defense is right there. Bucks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Teague, the pass to Portis. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Bobby Portis plays hard, gives 100%, puts himself in a position to succeed.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Jackson, out to Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morris has got his first points of the game.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Teague for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find a guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, we've got Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. Now, here's Kennard. Over in the corner, Zubac. Pass to Mann. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Back to Teague. Pass to Antetokounmpo. No good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Kennard, the pass to Morris. They now take the lead. Morris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
T kicks to Connaughton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
They could have tied it up. That was a huge opportunity they missed.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Back to Leonard. For the 3. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one. Middleton on the wing. Tries it from 19. Here's Holiday. And he lays it straight in. Holiday's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
And that's the pressure Holiday puts on your defense. Sees the opportunity, gets his shot inside.
Beverly against Holiday. From deep, George scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Now here's Middleton. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Beverly. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Count it. Good. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Leonard. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Leonard the pass to Morris. And that one, good. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Double team on Holiday. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Milwaukee getting another chance here. Now the Clippers with it. They're on an 11-2 run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Holiday.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the final quarter. Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Lopez. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Now, here's George. Beverly, the pass to George. Leonard looking over the floor. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Middleton can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. There's the pass to Beverly. Clock at 6. Morris kicks to Leonard. Takes the 3. He can't get that one.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
DiVincenzo against George. Outside Leonard. From deep three-point range. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it. David, thank you as always. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Patrick Beverly. Baca is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward. And for Portland, we've got Robert Covington. Damian Lillard out there with Powell. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. Now, here's Nurkic. Back to Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka looking for an opening. Here's Beverly. Back to Ibaka. Misses the jumper.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. George passes to Morris. Nobody near Leonard. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard against Beverly. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now here's Leonard. Shoots over Hollis-Jefferson. Leonard, no luck. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Powell for 3. The rebound by Ibaka.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now here is George. Leonard finds George. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Lillard outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. The offensive rebound. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. Pass to Beverly. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Powell. To the middle. It's stolen by Ibaka. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Outside, George. The three. Powell pulls it in. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. He feeds it to Covington. Stolen by George. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Leonard. Outside for George. Left side, Ibaka. And the Clippers miss again. Portland leading, and now Portland on the break. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Now the Clippers moving it up. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Stolen by George. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. It's a tie ball game.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Beverly against Lillard. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Powell for three. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Jackson up top. He's guarded by McCollum, and it's blocked.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Batum, good.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
For Portland, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Over Jackson. And that one released in time, but no good. It's all tied in Portland. And we'll get things. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
when I'm training in summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
They've got Enes Kanter. Anthony is out there with Collins. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now, here's Kennard. After the miss from Damian Lillard, there's Jackson with the 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Portland trailing here.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone, Kennard finds Jackson. With the shot. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zubats has got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Simons the pass to Lillard. Here's Kanter. A second chance effort. Shakes him. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
2 on the clock. Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Kanter dishes to Collins. Lillard the pass to Collins. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Passes to Kennard. Takes a three. Zubats. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now, here's George. Outside Leonard. Back to George. Outside Leonard. Fires the three. Oh, good on that one. And it's Portland the other way. Powell finds Covington. Back to Powell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
And here's Hollis Jefferson after Paul George getting his three to go. 1:05 left in the first half. Powell, no one around him. Portland, no good that time either. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. Leonard against Covington. And Batum kicks to Leonard. Misses for the fifth time this game, marking it 1 for 6.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Wasted no time on that one. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
George passes to Ibaka. Right side, Batum. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Covington. Can't hit from in close. Got it off in time. The shot that time, not on target. And that'll... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on... And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Enes Kanter. What a contribution.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the 1. Now here's Leonard. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down. Mr. Morris leaves no doubt. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. easy 2 points on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Trailblazers leading by 5. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Count it. Nurkic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now, here's George. He has 5.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pull-up jumper. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And a deep 3 from George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard with the bucket. And it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
George looking over the floor. He kicks to Ibaka. Back to George. Leonard on the wing. From deep. That doesn't go either for George.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Morris against Lillard. And he gets the bucket.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
George against Powell. Here's the floater. And Ibaka is right there.
We know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard fires away from way outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Lillard outside. Over Beverly. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over. But it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 11. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, Little out there with McCollum. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Ennis Cantor. And it's Giles in at the power forward.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
The pass to Cantor. And here's McCollum for three. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. And count it, the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing that that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Cullen passes a little. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. To the paint, McCollum finds Anthony, and the shot goes in. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
You know, that's one thing Melo has always been able to do. Use his strength to overpower you and get the advantage.
McCollum against Jackson. Now, here's Kennard. Defense right on him. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Passes it to Carmelo. McCollum outside. Back to Giles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For the Trailblazers, Collins checked in for Cantor. Norman Powell comes in for Little. And it's Simons in for McCollum. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 7-point differential. Anthony against Beverly. Anthony, the pass to Simons. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Lets it go with the 3. And it's rebounded by Covington.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
McCollum with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Outside, George. From the arc. With the tip, and Ibaka is right there.
Oh, my goodness. Serge Ibaka with the killer instinct in an important situation. Love it.
McCollum outside. Puts it up from 12. But put that, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helped him on that offensive glass.
Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
How about the experience that Ibaka brings? He's able to be comfortable in any situation.
36 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Beverly against Lillard. Outside, Covington. Misses the 3.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
George against McCollum. From deep. And it's George again missing. Misses. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was a thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. bustling city of Portland. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Portland, they've got Norman Powell. Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Lillard. From deep three-point range. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for Portland. Middleton up top, defended by Jones. And the dunk by Giannis.
And maybe the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Here's Nurkic. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 6 from 12 feet out, and it's good for 2. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game, but he did it, and it's opened things up for him.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Holiday against Lillard. Here's Lopez, and the layup is good.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
Lillard against DiVincenzo. Now the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Inside, Jones kicks to Powell. Lets it go from 11. Jones, no one around him. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Surprised everyone by passing out of his shot. What a fantastic dish.
Giannis outside. Middleton right side. Elbow shot is on the way. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Lillard outside. To the inside. Jones. And it's blocked. Antetokounmpo inside. And Giannis throws it down.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Holiday against Powell. Nurkic the pass to Powell. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. Bucket is good. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Jones. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
What a selfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
1:25 left in the first quarter. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Simons. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Lillard. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Bucks trail by 3. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. Portis trying to free himself. And that one's good from Connaughton.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Trailblazers keep it alive. Here's Cantor. Great D that time from Portis. The Bucks have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Here's Connaughton. Count that bucket. Connaughton's got his second basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Launches it. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got Holiday. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Pulls it up. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And Forbes kicks it to Tucker. The kick out to Holiday. Inside, taken away by Anthony. Out on his own on the break. And the dunk by Powell.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Connaughton. Cantor against Portis. Pass to Holiday. Back to Portis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Tucker. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Anthony. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Zach Collins. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game. Well, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Here's Portis. Finished off the break. Portis has got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
And this speaks to how strong Portis is. It's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the dunk by Covington.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
And McCollum with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. McCollum with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Down low. Stolen by Tucker. All alone. And it's slammed in by Teague.
When you put everything into your defense like Tucker does, good things happen. Like easy points off of a terrific steal.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. McCollum outside. The pass to Nurkic. Teague on the double team. Three-pointer Lillard. And that one is off. And Milwaukee will come the other way. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Portis. Teague against Lillard. Teague, the pass to Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got his first basket.
Oh, what body control from McCollum. This guy is just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Outside Portis. Passes it to DiVincenzo. The dish to Giannis. Just 3 to shoot. Back to DiVincenzo. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Stay there.
Lillard outside.
Hey.
14 feet away. They get it back. Giants. And that's the final possession. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to us. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game for him.
They've got Derek Jones. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Giles in at the power forward position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Powell finds Nurkic. Back to Powell. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Back to Lillard. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Bucks leading by 3. Outside Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Giles. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Forbes checked in. Here's Simons. That one a little long. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee.
Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on his team.
Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Holiday against Powell. Portland needs to get off a shot. Kanter, the pass to Nurkic.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in violent from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Giannis passes to Forbes. Back to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Kanter. In the corner, Powell with it. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Middleton.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. And that one hits back iron. Trailblazers trail by 5. And Anthony gets double teamed. Kicks to Kanter. Dishes it to Powell. Back to Kanter. Right block shot and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Brook Lopez.
Strong interior player. When Kanter is looking to score, he isn't afraid of attracting contact.
First trip to the line for him here. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Collin comes in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the third. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Teague deciding where to go with it. 4 on the clock. 2 points. That one goes. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And if you give Teague a look at the lane, he'll take it without a second thought. He loves to drive to the rim.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Covington passes to Kanter. Back to Covington. Nice move. And the layup is up and in.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. T kicks it to Tucker. From deep. Portland grabs the miss. Here is Lillard. 11 points in the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
Now here's Teague. And it's Connaughton atop the key. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he drops it in from the low post.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bucks lead by 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Outside Teague. Pass to Giannis. To the middle. It's tipped. Powell with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it. The fast break chance.
It's tough. When I think of Dame, that's the first word that comes up, showing why in that hoop right there.
The Bucks trail. Outside Teague. He dishes it to Tucker. Giannis high post. There's the pass to Connaughton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And there it is for him.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Lillard dishes to Powell. And they go to the intentional foul for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Norman Powell. Milwaukee also making some changes. Chris Middleton's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for T.
The outstanding quickness of Lillard. It keeps the D on their heels. He excels at drawing the foul when he drives.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Middleton outside. Lopez outside. Holiday against Lillard. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. To the inside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Holiday. That one's not going to go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Covington. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Middleton for 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard the pass to Simons. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Outside Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scorer. He's put this offense on his back.
To the paint, here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Giannis passes to Holiday. Back to Giannis. Holiday looking for an opening. And Holiday throws it down.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
Yeah, good.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Passes it to Simons. 6 on the shot clock. A floater, and the rejection by Giannis. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. And Drew Holiday with the three. And now it's a 9-point Milwaukee lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Now, Antetokounmpo. From deep. And so the Bucks take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ibaka, and it's George in at the 2. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Holiday. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. The shot by George, wide open. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The kick out to Lopez, stolen by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. Beverly with the ball. He feeds it to Morris. Left side, Ibaka. Back to Morris. Unloads from 9. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Middleton. Lopez with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. Basket good.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverley is going to do his best to get you the ball.
Here's Milwaukee now. Middleton looking it over. On the wing, DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
It's Antetokounmpo with a great read there in the screen and roll. He knew exactly when to back off the pick.
Leonard against Middleton. Here's Morris. Back to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Now here's Leonard. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo, Morris dishes to Ibaka. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It's deflected. Stolen by George. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Outside for George. Outside Leonard. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Leonard's got his second bucket.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And again, the Bucks miss. The Clippers in the lead. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. And that's now 6 points for Kawhi Leonard. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Makes it off the glass. Giannis has got 6.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Outside Leonard. And he converts the layup. He's got 8.
It's remarkable what he's able to do. Leonard, with a guy draped all over him, still able to convert.
Holiday against Beverly. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Down low, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Clippers leading by 4. Outside Jackson. The pass to Kennard. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Knocks it loose. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Holiday in at the 1. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Bucks trail by 4. Pass to Portis. Kicks to Tucker. And it's in there.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Now, here's Kennard. Not a lot of room. And the dunk by Zubac.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Portis, they get the rebound. Moves back up. All by himself. Finished off the break. Kennard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from 3-point range. Connaughton kicks to Portis. Tucker the pass to Forbes. Cranes the 3-pointer. Now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Passes it to Kennard. Shoots over Portis. Zubac the pass to Kennard. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Inside, Forbes. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
1:58 left in the first half. Here's Forbes, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Forbes has got 5 points now in the quarter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. Now, here is George. Tucker with the ball. George picks him up. Antetokounmpo against Batum. Teague the pass to Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
But when you have a PG like Jeff Teague who can run that pick and roll perfectly, it's certainly a luxury. Nice pass there.
Now here's George. He's tightly guarded. That shot off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they got to bring the double team on it.
The Bucks making a switch here. Portis is checked in. The Bucks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. Clippers trail by 3. George, no good. For Milwaukee, they have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one early.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line. You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Leonard. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Beverly against Teague. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just a stellar job from Jeff Teague to get hit and still possess the wherewithal to finish off the play.
Clippers trail by 5.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And here's George. Lobs it up for that's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Man overboard.
Wow.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the cat.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and that's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Ibaka, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Clippers trail by 3. And the wide open shot from Morris. Offensive rebound. Back to George. Another shot. Crafty move. And it's Ibaka getting it to go. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease. He fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Holiday against Beverly. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Outside Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 12.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Now DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. And there's the feed to Giannis. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Giannis.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
And here's George for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Here's Lopez. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Tucker, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And that one is good. And the Bucks lead by 3.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Kennard. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Now here's Teague. Portis finds Tucker. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
55 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Kennard, and the layup's good off the glass.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Outside Teague. Outside Portis. And the pass to Tucker. Back to Portis. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Kennard's shot is off. Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Connaughton kicks to Teague. Pass to Portis. Back to Teague. Over Kennard. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
So good to see Cousins engaged defensively. Solid at getting his hands up and contesting the shot there.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 1. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Kennard. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Middleton can't get it to go. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Holiday.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Passes to Antetokounmpo. He kicks it to Holiday. Up top, DiVincenzo. Defended by George. Here's Giannis. Shooting. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Outside, George. Here's Ibaka. And the rejection by Giannis. By himself, throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Here's Beverly. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. The rebound by the Bucks. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here's George for 3. Good on the triple. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Fires top of the key. They grab their own miss. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. That 3 off the mark. The Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter. So they are 2 of 6.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Giannis up top. He's guarded by Cousins. Back to Giannis. George against DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Over Leonard. Misses off the left iron. LA has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Now, what a game by Leonard, but you wouldn't know it by the way he's reacting out there. Just stone-faced, but getting the job done.
Giannis inside. Cousins is there. Yes, that goes in.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
George against Howard. George dishes to Ibaka. And the call, the coach's challenge has been issued. First team like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Giannis kicks to Connaughton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Good work defensively by Morris. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Outside, George. From deep. Lopez grabs the board. Giannis right side. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. It drops.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett. The beaches of Santa Monica and let's take a look at our starters from Portland. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point. Now, here's Lillard. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Powell, no one around him, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Beverly, the pass to Morris. Left side, Ibaka. Leonard against Jones. Shot clock at 6. And it's Leonard missing.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here's Beverly. George, no good. Powell dishes to Covington. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
And so here's Portland after the basket by Los Angeles. Jones against Leonard. Outside for George. In the corner, it's Morris. Yep, it counts.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Tipped away. Leonard with the steal. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. 16 feet away. Here's Ibaka, banked in off the glass.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do. Understands the spacing.
Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Powell, the pass to Jones. Powell down low, defended by George. Powell, that's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Leonard attacking, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
And there's the pass to Powell. Lillard with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And he makes that one. Leonard's got his second bucket tonight.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Lillard dishes to Jones. Back to Lillard. Outside, Jones. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. They get it again. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Nurkic trying to get open. The shot by Powell, no good. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. Leonard's got 6 points.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Lillard left side. Here's Nurkic. It's another look. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. You can be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Patrick Patterson, Reggie Jackson out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's man in at the 3 slot. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Kennard on the wing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. Pass to Giant. And stolen by Patterson. Pass to Kennard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. The 17-footer. Stolen by McCollum. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Kennard against McCollum. Right wing. Here's Jackson. Zubac, the pass to Patterson. Clock at 4. Over McCollum. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Patterson. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Passes it to Canner. Here's Simons. Back to Canner. He kicks to McCollum. They double team McCollum. Deep 2 from Anthony. And the shot is long. The Clippers shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Back to Kennard. Releases. The Clippers rebound. The pass to Zubac. Outside Anthony. Chalk up 2 there. And the Trailblazers lead by 4. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Jackson looking it over. Feeds it to Patterson. That one doesn't go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's McCollum. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Jackson finds Kennard. And here is Zubac. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Pass to Patterson. Second shot opportunity. Portland grabs the miss. There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. Pulls up, and Portland again with the bucket.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Portland has possession. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Simons, the pass to McCollum. To the inside. Giles, that's good. Giles has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside Jackson. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out left to the wing. It'll count. And that would have counted, but his shot was up. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Here's who Jerry Stotts is starting the second half with. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. Clippers trail by 6. Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Now Powell. He's got 5. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. And the shot goes down. Nurkic has got 8.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Leonard. And it's off the back rim. No good. Portland leading by 6. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Over Beverly, and Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes even...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one, and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Zach Collins. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Lillard outside. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Good on the bucket.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. McCollum against George. Here's Kanter. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. Kanter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Leonard kicks to Ibaka. George with no one around. And it's George again missing. Trailblazers leading by 11. Anthony in the corner. It's stolen by Ibaka. Leonard finds George. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Giles. Defended by Beverly. And he dunks it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And the basket is good.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverly at the rim.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. He's got 8. The rebound by Ibaka.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And now Portland on the break. And Lillard gets it to go.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Reggie Jackson out there with Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Batum. And it's Zubats in at center. That's who's out there for the Clippers. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
I think the body control is the most impressive element about DeMarcus Cousins. He's a well-coordinated athlete.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Hollis Jefferson, and McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
The shot by Powell, no good.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Here's Cousins. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Trailblazers leading by 10. Powell, the pass to Covington, makes it off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Kennard kicks to Zubats. Back to Kennard. Wide open look. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Kennard's got his first 2 points of the night.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
Cullen passes to Powell. Over Kennard. The shot by Powell, no good.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Beverly against McCollum. He feeds it to Nurkic, and he banks in the layup.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Kennard, the pass to Morris. Good on the shot.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Pass to Powell. Covington with it. Passes it to Nurkic. Kicks it to Powell. Back to Nurkic. Powell. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. Portland leading by 9. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Back to Anthony. Stolen by Zubats. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Lillard bounce pass. Cantor against Zubats. Good work there as it goes. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And here's George for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
1:04 left in the fourth. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Shoots from the corner. Lillard misses. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter, and that one is good from Zubats.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Lillard scanning the floor. Now the pass to Carmelo, to the paint. And Cantor throws it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Kept alive. Here's Zubats. The deep 3 from George. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a hard... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.